do the intros. Blake, I'll let you
whatever,
do
it's
your...
preparing it. It's
Wait, we're
preparing
live?
It's preparing it. It's preparing it.
We are live. No, we're not. Alright, let's check.
It's
Are we
setting it up.
live?
Setting it
call,
up.
I'm gonna call KK Ray.
Did it say you're live?
Wait, we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live.
It says we're live.
Yo, we're finally live.
Whoa, we're live, bro.
Hey, and I can hear everyone. This is.
Oh my gracious.
Let's go.
Let's
We
go,
did it.
dude.
You don't want to
did
know
it,
what we've
bro.
been doing for the past
Bro,
2
you don't
hours.
even know. Dude, if you were watching those previous videos, oh, I feel bad for you, man.
Oh, I feel so
We
bad.
went through
for
so
you.
much. Oh, stupid OBS, bro.
Stupid
No
OBS.
kidding.
Yeah,
If
stupid
I'd have just
OBS.
figured out how to work the Zoom settings the whole time.
Exactly. Well, welcome back to Fan Friday Sports TV. We are back with another video. First time live ever.
Woohoo!
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, this is
Pretty awesome, dude.
pretty.
Last week's video was way too long, so we're gonna try to keep it not.
We're
over
gonna
an hour.
try to keep it under an hour, so we have
under an hour. Hopefully.
35.
Hopefully.
I don't think we should
Yeah.
go longer.
So oh Blake, you have a shout out. You mentioned.
Yes. Shout out to Huddy Power. Go subscribe to him. He is amazing. He gave
Wait, what?
us
I can't.
some help and just threw out and told
Huddy
us,
Power.
hey, go subscribe to this channel. Which, by the way, if you're not subscribed, you totally should subscribe.
Subscribe.
We make
It's in the
awesome
button is
content,
like-
you know.
Subscribe.
You guys
But
can get all the
anyways.
notifications for all 16 videos where we don't actually go live, but we try.
Yeah.
That's
And then
subscribe.
also
Subscribe.
make
It's in the
awesome
button is
content,
like,
you know.
whoa! You guys
But
can
anyway.
get all the YouTube channel.
Yep. All right. So, what's the latest sports news going on right now, Blake?
All right, Blake, what do we want to start with?
Ready?
The 2000
NFL draft.
that happened last night,
Alright.
April the 23rd, and it was a
And
pretty
round
interesting
2
draft,
tonight,
you
right?
know. Yeah, round 2 is tonight at 7 o'clock on NFL Network or ESPN. I can't catch it because my family doesn't have cable, but
Hey, you know, we don't have cable, but I just get on NFL.com and I'm able to watch the podcast that NFL Network does.
one thing I want to throw out real quick, we do have a live chat for any comments or
Yes,
questions
we do.
you might have.
I'll be
We
keeping
will
an
try
eye
to
on
address
that.
those the best we can, so please feel free to do that.
All right, well, Blake, why don't you just jump right into it?
All right, so
Start it,
yes, the NFL draft. Obviously not a big surprise to see Joe Burrow at number 1. You know, he deserved that number 1 draft pick. He had an amazing season, and he deserved the Heisman. He's gonna make a great fit at the Cincinnati Bengals. And
Oh,
then
yeah, definitely.
obviously not a big surprise to see Chase Young go to the Redskins. You know,
No,
Like,
and you know he grew up a Redskins fan?
really, I didn't know
He
that.
did.
Yeah, and one thing I might also put, it's going to be really convenient considering Joe Burrow lived in
Notifications for all
in
16
Ohio.
videos where we don't actually
Hey,
go live, but we try.
We can
Yeah.
hear that.
And then
Subscribe.
also make
It's in the
awesome
button is
content,
like,
you know.
whoa!
Yeah,
You guys
But
can get all
anyway.
the YouTube channel.
yeah.
Michael, what's up, dude?
I
Okay.
fixed it. I
Yeah.
fixed it.
Okay.
The audio was way too loud. My bad.
No, you
But
did.
yeah, Joe Burrow, first round pick. That's 3 years in a row now. We've
Yeah.
had 3 years in a row. We've had Heisman winners, first round
Go
pick.
first.
Yeah, last year, we had Kyler Murray
Yeah.
and Baker
Kyler
Mayfield.
Murray,
So.
and the year before that, Baker Mayfield. And yeah, it's pretty
So-
great.
What were some of the picks that kind of stood out to you? You know, like kind
Hold
of
up one
surprised
second.
you?
Whoever put "we're live" in our own chat spelt "we're" wrong.
That would be my words would be
I
Michael
know!
Rucker.
I put an apostrophe. No, I promise you, I put an apostrophe.
You put "we're live."
Dude, no, shut up. I promise you, I put an apostrophe.
That's fun.
That's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I was excited to see CD Lambs
Mm-hmm.
going
Hey,
to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm ready for this. Yeah, if next season even happens. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on DeAndre Swift not getting drafted?
Well, there's still 7 more.
Oh yeah. But
So
were y'all expecting him to be a first-round pick or?
not.
I was
DeAndre- okay,
expecting the second round.
I don't know.
but,
Yeah, I can see him going second or third round since he hasn't gone first round already. I say he doesn't go any later than the
Oh yeah, most definitely.
no later than the third round.
Yeah.
But actually, going back to the CD Lamb thing here in my show prep notes, you guys should have them. I sent them to you.
Okay.
Yes.
I got CD Lamb. All I had to say is Dallas. I think their first pick may be up there with like the Tua pick or the Joe Burrow, Chase Young pick, and not because CD Lamb's like some great player, but CD Lamb, Dak Prescott, and Ezekiel Elliott on the same team. Look, if the Cowboys can't win with that squad, then there's no hope.
All right.
Yeah, and considering also they got rid of Jason Garrett, so
and they have the Packers old coach who took him to a Super Bowl.
Garrett.
Yeah.
He was on the issue.
Squad, then there's no hope.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
and considering also they got rid of Jason Garrett, so.
Michael, whatever you're doing with the YouTube,
just cut your computers. Cut your computers down. That's not gonna work.
I did. I turned it off. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I fixed it. Okay,
close out of YouTube, please. Close out.
No, we're having issues. We're having issues, so I'll fix them. We're good. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, okay. Well, if you guys just want to go through the draft, pick by pick, let's start with Joe Burrow at number 1 again. We'll start with Blake. Blake likes to talk.
I was expecting that, I did have this gut feeling that Chase Young was going to go there, but considering the Bengals went 2 and 14, I believe last year, they needed Joe Burrow. So he had an amazing 2000.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Joe Burrow, man, because I mean, you see all these great highs. Every Heisman player that goes to these teams, they don't do well.
These rebuild teams.
They don't have a good team. I mean, it's like an incredible quarterback with a terrible receiving. It's like, but
that's why I think people say the most like money players, so to speak, are gonna come out of the middle of the draft, like rounds 4, 5, and 6, or 3, 4, 5, because typically the first guys go to really bad teams, and the hope is we'll build around this guy. And then that typically doesn't work out. The only person, for instance, Kyler Murray, Arizona is going to have a good team this year. And I have something to get to that later. Browns, Baker Mayfield is lucky, in my opinion, that his career hasn't been ruined yet. And Odell Beckham Jr. wants out of Cleveland so bad. Bad. I think...
There's been some rumors about him trading, possibly.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
He does not like it there. But when it comes to Joe Burrow, so you obviously think that was a good pick, Blake.
But you just got to see because the NFL is way different than college football.
It is.
Don't get me wrong, they've got, in a way, bigger, stronger, more experienced.
You gotta remember though, even when it comes to experience, Joe Burrow was running an NFL offense at LSU.
Yeah, That's
true. That is true.
So, I mean, he's already used to the NFL offense style, and I mean, he ran it really well. When I was watching ESPN, just to see what some of the analysts had to say on him. And this is completely true. His ability to just slow the game down and process info is through the roof.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, his completion rate is 76%. Yeah. He's crazy accurate. He knows how to buy time in the pocket. Mm-hmm. He can throw design plays where he goes out of the pocket or where he's in the pocket. Mm-hmm. He makes good decisions.
I don't think did he throw a single pick in the 2019 season?
I don't know. I'll look that up.
I don't think he did.
I don't know. Let me look that up. You guys keep talking. I'll just look that up.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. That's also going to provide a really good home field advantage, if you understand what I mean. Considering his parents live 2 hours away or something, he feels home, he doesn't feel far away.
No.
And I think that's also a key factor.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Joe Burrow threw 3 interceptions last year.
Who were they? Who was he playing that he threw 3 picks?
3 interceptions.
I don't know, but he only threw 3.
Hey, that's good.
That's extremely good.
Oh yeah.
Might have been the Alabama game was one.
I think
No. He fumbled in the Alabama game, but I don't think he threw a pick.
But I mean, when we look at the number 1, I mean, here I got some highlights here that I want to pull up from ESPN.
Go for it.
National championship game. But when we look at it, just cut off Michael's. But I mean, when we look at Joe Burrow, we see the best quarterback in the 2019 college football season. I mean, right there, he just escapes the pocket and he's able to find his man downfield. Now, I believe that play did come back because there were too many men downfield.
Yes.
But I mean, we see him do this over and over again against Clemson in the national championship. I mean, his man Chase just beats the cornerback on the outside, and all he has to do is throw a perfect dime right there. Boom. I mean,
gone.
Decision making is on another level.
Yeah. I also like to look at that Georgia game. He had a lot of plays, where the linemen were having to come out of him. Man, he just tore them apart.
It's crazy. His maturity for a college player is through the roof. He's a threat with his arm. He can run a little, and he can just. Not only did he win the Heisman by the biggest landslide in votes we've ever seen, but just his ability to slow the game down and process, it's amazing. One thing that I found when researching was when Joe Burrow first entered the transfer portal, he wanted to go to Nebraska, where Scott Frost is. Scott Frost was the old coach of UCF. Scott Frost said, "Is he better than what we have now?" And the answer is 100% yes, because what is Nebraska like in the top 20?
4-8.
Oh, they're not even ranked yet.
Yeah. No, they did not have a great 2019 season.
He wanted to go to Nebraska from Ohio State University, and Nebraska literally was like, "Is he better than what we have?" And they went 4-8. So, but if Joe Burrow goes to Nebraska, I don't think we see the Joe Burrow that we saw. I don't think he goes number 1 overall at all.
Not the same. No.
Just to tell how sold out he was for his team, he changed the name on the back of his jersey to Burrow and not Burrow.
It was Burreaux.
Burreaux.
Yeah, that shows commitment.
That was commitment, and he only played 1 year at LSU, right?
2.
2 years. Still, it only. I mean. It's just crazy. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to Chase Young. Chase Young went 2nd overall to the Washington Redskins from Ohio State University. He was actually an He was a Washington Redskins fan as a kid. And again, I got more highlights to play in the background as we talk about him.
That man is a defensive machine.
He is. When researching, or when making some notes for all this, again, I saw that not only is he the best defensive end in the draft, there he is, number 2, coming off the edge, absolutely destroys Northwestern's quarterback. Not only is he the best defensive end in the draft, but they said he could be the best player in the draft. Joe Burrow and Chase Young, those were by far going to be the 2 top picks. So you guys know that he had double-digit sacks this year, right? And last year,
like total, or
this year he had over 10, and last year he had over 10, right? There's only 2 players in Ohio State history to have multiple seasons with double-digit sacks. Take a guess who it is. I'll give you a hint. The other guy who did it is currently a head coach for a great team.
Oh.
Sam Pittman.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mike
No.
Vrabel.
Yep.
Mike
Vrabel.
Vrabel, the head coach of the Tennessee Titans,
Oh,
who are also going to get to later. But I mean, just looking at these highlights, it's ridiculous. He was definitely a dominant pass rusher.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
when I was looking this up, they were saying he could be a Hall of Fame type player. I mean, do you guys think that coming in? Do you think that he's going to have much adjustment, or do you think he comes in and balls out? What do you think,
Good question.
Blake or Michael?
I don't know. You all have to play this on what are you going to see, like how is this going to play
That's
out?
true.
Because it develops over time. Because he now I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but he could get like an ankle injury or something and not play for the entire season. You don't even know that. So
He could.
I think you have to just see time play out, and just see, are they going to be good? Because these are all like what's going to happen, what we think is going to happen versus what is actually going to happen. So.
Right.
Good point. Okay. So let's move on to everyone. Let's move on to the quarterback everyone loves to hate in college football. Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
He went 5th overall to the Dolphins. Not a shocker there.
Yeah.
We all know he went to Alabama. Absolutely, he's an absolute amazing player, and everyone loves to hate on him just because
definitely.
He's just there's no player.
He plays for Alabama. That's why.
Hey, yeah, but just because
he plays for Alabama.
I'm about to go on a rant here because I
kind
of want to defend Tua.
Uh-oh, here we go.
So many
rant time, bro.
He had a lot of injuries. You got to understand that. He had a hip injury, an ankle injury, and I don't know what else. But he fought and he continued to go to the NFL. He could choose to stay at Alabama and go another year. He battled through a lot of injuries. He battled through a lot. From Mississippi State forward, he missed the entire season, which wasn't much, but still.
And he still got drafted missing a little less than half a season.
Exactly. And in the SEC championship game last year, that was the end of the season, but still.
Yeah, everyone loves to hate on Tua. Yeah. And I love to hate on Alabama. But when it comes to Tua is probably, I don't know. Tua is he's just one of the best. He was one of the best players in college football. So no matter what I say, he was still one of my favorite players to watch. Like when he got injured, I'm not an Alabama fan by any means, but it was hard to watch because you saw someone who was great go from the top to career-ending injury. He could have never walked again. Mm-hmm. It was ridiculous. So the biggest question though is Tua healthy?
Yeah.
What do you? I mean, honestly, I think he's going to be fine. But what do you guys think? This is your question. I might also put he threw 5 picks in the. Oh wait, nope. Hang on. He threw 5 touchdowns for 400 yards.
It shows he was the 5th pick, not. Hang on. How many interceptions?
Okay, let me just.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me just talk about what Colton said real quick. If they even have the 2020 and 2021 NFL season, he's gonna have plenty of time to recover. Maybe they'll delay half of the season or something like that. He's gonna have plenty of time to recover from it. And it seems like his status right at the end of the season was already climbing. So I don't see any reason he would have.
Tank for Tua, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I don't see any reason he would have an issue going into the 2020 season this year.
I think he'll be healthy. Dan Orlovsky with ESPN, he had this to say about the Dolphins. He loved this when I was watching this. He absolutely loved that the Dolphins went ahead and got Tua, and he said if they ever wanted a chance to be great, they had to get Tua, and now they have a chance to be great.
Yep.
Think about this. Tua sprains his ankle against Tennessee, has to get the tightrope surgery, comes back 3 weeks later, throws 5 touchdowns for 400 yards against LSU on an ankle that had only been 3 weeks after surgery. After that game, he may have been at Alabama, but he earned a lot of people's respect.
Yeah.
Right.
He threw 3 picks in 2019. So, he threw as much picks as Burrow did. So,
Definitely.
It's so late. I just got my food, guys. This is pretty
Nice.
epic.
What'd you get?
All right. How about
It only took 3
Justin?
hours.
How about
Yeah.
nice play? How about Justin Jefferson from LSU, the wide receiver? What do you think about that?
Who did he go to?
He went to Minnesota.
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't really write anything
Justin
down.
Jefferson.
I think with Kirk Cousins as the quarterback and Jefferson as one of the wide receivers, with who they already have, I think they're going to have a pretty good squad this year.
Yeah,
they have a playoff squad. I don't know if they have a Super Bowl squad.
Yeah.
But they definitely have a championship squad. And right now,
Yeah.
they're just building to it, and I think that was a good addition to their team.
Yeah. Okay. Here, look at this. So you've got Joe Burrow as Justin Jefferson's previous quarterback, right? Do you think Kirk Cousins is anything as good as Joe Burrow?
Where did he come from again?
Kirk Cousins catches a lot of slack. Like people like to talk trash about him too a lot. He's another one of those players that people love to hate for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's overrated, but I don't think he's like, I don't know. Okay, so he played with Brett Favre early in his career. I don't think he's like Brett Favre. I don't think he's just being like absolutely amazing like the older he gets. Brett Favre was pretty much amazing throughout his entire career except for like the last 2 years.
Right.
I think he's a decent quarterback, and
Agreed.
I think he's decent enough to lead a team to a Super Bowl, but I don't know if they're going to win it with him.
Yeah. Well, with Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins,
you have threats. You have real
on
threats.
the same team. You could have a threat like this. Check out this video.
Oof, the lag.
Boom, right through. He's unstoppable.
He is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Doesn't stop.
Well, you know what that video reminds me of? It reminds me of now I'm a Tennessee fan, but it reminds me of Juwan Jennings. I don't know what game it was. It was either in the Alabama or the Mizzou game, and I know like you can't compare those because it's Mizzou versus Bama, but it was one of those two. I want to say it's Bama. He caught the ball and bounced off of 3 defenders and ran it in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think it was Mizzou.
Mizzou? Okay.
I think.
Still, when you have
correct me if I'm wrong in the chat.
When you have a wide receiver who
in the chat. No,
in the chat.
Not out loud, in the chat.
Hold on, I'm talking about to those who are watching.
If you could get a wide receiver who has a good vertical and has good hands and good speed, and on top of that he's tough, that's a steal right there.
Yeah.
So absolute steal. Okay, here's one that I think is going to be a little underrated, but the Chargers picked quarterback Justin Herbert, 6 overall from Oregon.
That's going to be fun.
Now, I can't remember. Did Phillip Rivers get traded or did he not re-sign? I think he didn't re-sign with the Chargers.
I don't think he re-signed, yeah.
Because he's with the Colts now, actually, so they're going to stink. Worse than last year. So something really cool about Justin Herbert, though, is, when he came to Oregon, he was a 6th string quarterback.
Correct.
And he actually worked his way up to starter and now into the NFL, which is a really cool story of underdog to hero. But what do you guys think about this comparison? His quarterback comparison, when looking on NFL.com, was Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
I mean, if he's anything like Carson Wentz, aside from the injuries, he's going to be a good quarterback.
Oh, for sure.
He's going to be a really good quarterback.
For sure.
I want to point out his Rose Bowl performance. He would make a good duo.
What you cut out? I heard his growth performance.
I heard his
Rose Bowl.
Oh, Rose Bowl. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He ran for 3 out of 4 TDs. 3 out of 4.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's not Burrow or anything, but that is still
it's decent.
Not Burrow.
Let me go into some of the like good things that he has going for him, and then you guys can like add on to this. So he's a great size, great like football build. He's strong. He can read defenses, right? That's huge in today's game.
That's
Every
key.
quarterback,
That's key.
that succeeds reads a defense. I mean, we saw Joe Burrow doing that a ton. And if we're going to compare every quarterback to Joe Burrow, I mean, and Tua, both of them were doing that. He's very calm. He's calm, and he has a great arm. He does have a cannon for an arm, and he can make plays in and out of the pocket. What are you going to say, Blake?
He rebuilt, like it wasn't all him, but Oregon went from, and I believe he came in 2016, if I'm correct.
If he didn't redshirt, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, he took a decent, like if we make a bowl game, we're lucky, Oregon team to a number 6 Oregon team.
Like Oregon being talked about in the national championship.
Yeah, if they hadn't lost that Arizona State game and maybe hadn't lost that, they had Auburn. They would have won Auburn.
Everyone has Auburn. Right. Auburn's not very. I mean, I'm not saying they're not very good. I'm just saying
overrated.
Yep.
Well, hey, they did beat Bama, so.
I mean,
that's a Bama that was playing with Mac Jones.
The dynasty's over.
Last year, they were inconsistent. That was the issue.
They were really,
yeah.
And I agree with all the people who say that their quarterback Bo Nix is not the one to take him to a national championship. No. He's a good player, but he's no Tua. He's no Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Everybody just thought since he was a freshman, oh, we've got this guy for 4 years. Oh, he's really good.
And he grew up an Auburn fan, which just added to it.
They lost to Georgia. They came close to LSU.
Yeah,
they only lost to LSU by 3 at LSU. So
their defense is what put them in the position to do that.
They lost to Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota of all teams.
And who else did they lose to?
So they didn't play Clemson.
No, they did.
Either way, getting back to Justin Herbert, because time's ticking down. Mm-hmm. So he has a lot of good things going for him. The things that when I was researching him, he most needs to work on are he needs to learn to stay calm in sudden pressure, and because when sudden pressure hits right now, he sort of crumbles. And the other thing was he needs to put more air under his throws because it's just he keeps them too flat. And he can lead his receivers a little bit better. Other than that, I mean, think of the pros versus the cons. I think the Chargers got a good deal out of this draft. I think they got a good QB and Phillip Rivers not signing was what I think it's what the Chargers needed to actually get a good QB and maybe for once be a team that contends.
But like I said, also, you never know how these players are going to fare out.
I mean, you don't.
They could be really hyped up, really, really hyped up. For example, I'm trying to think of a college football team that was like really hyped up,
Baker Mayfield.
Well,
that was not hype. That was.
Well, he
don't speak of Baker Mayfield.
Was it AJ McCarron? Was that the?
AJ McCarron. He went to Alabama 2012 and 2013.
And now he just got replaced by.
In 2011.
Was he still the quarterback last year?
I don't think he was.
Dude, I don't know.
I haven't heard AJ McCarron's name in a long time.
I haven't. I think he got injured last year, but it doesn't matter because Joe Burrow literally is going to carry the Bengals.
Oh,
yep.
Sure.
Oh, hang on. If we're talking Bengals quarterback, Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Yeah, I haven't heard AJ McCarron's name in a long time.
Yeah, wait. Andy Dalton. Wasn't he with the Jets? Whoever the Jets quarterback is also competes in professional. Sam Darnold competes in professional cornhole tournaments. It's on ESPN. He does. Actually? It's actually on ESPN. And I saw it one time and I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm like, that is epic, but so dumb. All right. Let's just
have we talked about Isaiah Simmons? We did.
Yeah, right? He was next on my list actually. He went
really? Okay.
He's a linebacker.
All right. Check out this video. This is his reaction.
Now I forget who he got drafted to. Who did
Jacksonville? Simmons. Falcons or Panthers? Panthers.
Panthers. Oh, yeah. The beat's playing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hold up. I gotta turn that off. I got to
Hey,
figure
that's a good
also,
idea.
when we're done with the draft, let's talk about Cam Newton. Will he get re-signed this year? Or is he going to end up in the XFL?
There we go. I got it, bro. All right, check this out.
All right.
Field. When you have positionless players like that against multiple personnel grouping offenses, that's what gives you an advantage. At least gives you a chance to compete against the high-flying offenses in the NFL.
Okay,
This was too easy of a pick
One
for them to
thing
make
I've
when you
noticed
fall into
about
their
a
lap
lot of
like
these
this.
people is
Well, he's
their families are more
ridiculous. His
energetic
40
about it
time at the
than actual
combine
games.
was
Yeah.
Field. When you have
Although I
Yeah.
kind of wish like that it wouldn't be virtual. It's kind of better to like everybody be there.
True.
Well,
Okay,
hey,
I also
so-
have this to show you. Check this out.
Oh, I saw that. I was
That,
gonna say
yes,
something
I
about it.
saw
That's
that.
so
Like,
funny.
Wait,
what
hold
are
up. First, let's talk about this. The SEC is now the first conference to have 6 players selected in top 10 picks of a single NFL draft. What do you think of that?
I mean, it
Impressive.
just shows
The
how good
SEC
the
is a good
SEC
conference.
is.
The SEC,
Vanderbilt,
that's the
Vanderbilt,
best recruiting.
Arkansas.
Everyone.
Whoa,
Whoa,
buddy,
whoa,
you're
wait,
gonna-
wait, hey,
Whoa,
you want to get
slow
that?
down.
You want to get that collar back on for
Hold
blast?
up.
Let's not.
Get them on. Let's get them
Let's
on.
get him on. Let's get him on.
No, that's not what we're here to talk about. Remember?
Hey, remember Arkansas is going from a 2-win team to a 6-win team and a bowl win team by
3-win.
2022.
That's true. Yeah.
Going 3-9. Just saying.
I think all that
Aaron,
shows is that the
Andrew-
SEC bias is not real. They're just actually good.
That's
Mhm.
true. That's kind of facts. All right,
I'm
Tom
surprised the
Brady.
A&M players haven't been.
All
Before
right.
we move on to more players. Did y'all see this?
Here's how I understand this. He was going to his offensive coordinator's home, and
Yeah.
he just went to the neighbor's house, walked in, set his bags down, said something to him. Like I was just sitting on the couch staring at him, and then Tom Brady goes, "I'm in the wrong house," and he just walked right out.
What are the chances? Like, oh, I'm just sitting. Hey, Tom Brady's in my house. Whoa!
ESPN says he didn't even look at me. He just like dropped his duffel bags down on the floor and just kind of like looked up at me, and I'll never
Yeah.
forget the look on his face.
That'd
That-
be really
that
bad.
person-
He was like an anti-Tom Brady
I'm
person.
never mopping these floors again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey,
Which-
where's my maid? Hey, Yvonne, come over here. These floors are not that great.
Which Rob Gronkowski came out of retirement.
He did.
He came
he?
out of retirement. And
Oh yeah.
is
Oh
playing
yeah. He
with
got
Tampa now.
Yeah. I forgot he retired.
Tampa signed him. Signed him. The Brady Gronk combo is back.
Yes.
Which
Wow.
Tampa's going to be an annoying team this year. I don't know if they'll be good because
They got rid of Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston's gone. So the best defensive
For
player
every
of the,
TD he threw a pick. To
Dude.
throw 30 picks in an NFL season? Come on!
the best defensive
Facts.
player in the league is no longer going to be in the league
Facts.
next year. Can you believe it?
Ah.
I think this is the first time the best defensive player in the league will not be in the league,
And who is that?
even though he put up the best defensive numbers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Speaking
I
of
get it.
people who
Isaac-
retired and I wish
Yeah.
would come back out of retirement. How about
Let's get Deion
Uh,
Sanders
Eli
back.
Manning? Eli Manning,
Ooh.
bro. I'm sad. Why did he retire?
Hey, if Peyton
Because
Manning can just get an
he
artificial
started-
I think he had a
He
couple more
started-
years. I think he had a couple more years in him.
I think he
Yeah.
had to trade in 2 more years in him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. He was like, I mean,
Maybe not to a winning team, but he had to trade in 2 more years. in
yeah.
him.
But I mean, I understand that. I wouldn't want to play for the New York Giants. I wouldn't want to lose every other game. Like,
Well, and especially when you lose your job to a rookie, that hurts your confidence. It shakes your confidence.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. So
it's true.
anyway, Isaiah Simmons goes to Arizona, number 8 overall. Now this is ridiculous. Okay, you're gonna get Isaiah Simmons as a linebacker, and you just get DeAndre Hopkins out of nowhere on a terrible trade.
Hopkins, Flopkins.
Okay, right. That was the biggest.
Terrible trade.
That was the biggest L of the whole season. I mean, like worse than when the Ravens lost to Tennessee in Baltimore, when the Patriots lost to Tennessee in Boston. All right. I mean, that was a big L.
That's a fat L.
Oh,
But-
yes.
but not for
But
Arizona.
you have to admit, that was beautiful.
It was Arizona.
Patriots are no longer going to, hey. The Alabama dynasty is dead, and the Patriots dynasty is dead.
And
Just saying.
the LSU
Oh, that makes me
dynasty
happy.
might not be a thing. I think, unfortunately, we're entering the Kansas City, Ohio State.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be
Wait,
miserable. I don't.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Let's see what Clemson.
Ohio State's pre-ranked number 1 right now. They're slanted to win
let's
it
see
all,
what Clemson can do.
That's ridiculous.
We just forget about Tennessee over here. A little poor Tennessee.
Hey, what about A&M?
No one cares
we got
about A&M.
much better schedule.
Cap, bro. No one cares about A&M.
Hey, we got a better schedule.
Look at this
No Clemson, no Georgia. Instead, we get Vandy and Colorado.
And you still go 8-5.
False! How dare you accuse me of that? We are not going 8-5.
Oh man!
I apologize to anyone watching this right now. You have some serious.
I'm sorry.
I'm not touching, dude. I'm not touching any of the keys on this, and it's on my keyboard, and it's making sounds.
Tasty Poppy 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
May I say something?
Oh. You know who else is losing to Tennessee? So I can't. Tennessee's losing to LSU too. So I can't say anything.
Wait,
but I 100% agree with them. I agree with them.
Boy.
A&M is losing to LSU last year, next year, the year before that.
72. Just saying.
I'm sorry. What years?
74, 72.
1974, 1972.
No, I'm talking about the score from 2018. 74 to 72.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the overtime game.
Oh.
The overtime game where honestly LSU could have just run out of gas. Both teams were out of gas, but when both teams are out of gas, it takes one mistake.
That wasn't necessarily their fault.
You guys might only score 3 if you played LSU today.
7 overtimes.
You guys would only score maybe 3 if you played LSU today.
Maybe 3.
Maybe. All right, let's move to the dynamic duo. Henry Ruggs, the third, and Jared Judy. Ruggs, Judy went to the Broncos. Ruggs, I was really upset he didn't.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Titans, but he's going where careers go to die. He's going to the Raiders.
True.
So either way, great picks. Whoever picked them was going to be great picks. We already went over CD Lamb. All right. Here's a controversial. Oh, well, 1 second. Tasty Bobby.
Controversial.
Thank you. When was the last time you won the national championship? A&M.
1939.
When?
1939.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. My audio's cutting out.
That was way before.
1939.
1939. At least Tennessee hasn't.
Hey, we got stuck with.
And
Kevin
how many
Sumlin.
times have they won in total?
Uno.
Hey.
All I'm saying is at least
a year.
Just one?
I think so.
One.
All I'm saying is at least it hasn't been since 1939 since Tennessee's won a national championship, and everyone who covers them now is saying they're on their way to finally being a competitive team. That's where it starts.
If Kellen Mond can step
unlike A&M.
Kellen Mond's too inconsistent. I like him as a quarterback.
He's a good dual threat, okay?
He's too inconsistent.
Ever since Jimbo,
he doesn't make smart decisions.
No. We had to be stuck with Kevin Sumlin for 5 years, and all it was 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, 8-5.
Is my new favorite.
Dude, this
listener.
person. And you thought Kellen Mond was good.
Let me tell you who's good. Number 1 pick, Joe Burrow. Okay.
No. What is up with the Burrow hype? Come on.
All I'm saying is I hopped on the Burrow train. I hopped on the Burrow train. All right. Let's move on to a controversy.
Hey, who lost the 25 to Vanderbilt? Just saying.
Who?
Tennessee. 38-13, 2018.
Wait, who lost
2018. 2018.
Yeah.
We beat them this year.
By 8.
Yeah.
In fact, guess who has the second
it was not 2018. It was not 2018.
It was
2018 when you lost to Vanderbilt.
No, I have evidence. Hold up.
It was 28-10 when y'all beat them in 2019. In 2018, y'all beat them.
It was not 2018.
Y'all lost to them 38-13.
I get we're both smoking.
Prove me wrong, Michael.
Prove me wrong. Smack about our teams, which
I will. I'm about to right now.
But Tennessee has the second longest winning streak in all of college football right now.
Look, this year, Tennessee,
who hasn't won the 19 championships since the 1930s?
Vanderbilt.
2018. I know. I said
2018.
that.
You said it was 2010. You did not. No, you didn't.
No.
You liar.
I said it was 2019 when y'all beat them.
All right, we gotta. as much as I'd love to keep yelling about how A&M is terrible, we have
what?
All right, we're
20 more minutes till we have.
Are you kidding?
We're at the
We
40
got
minute.
we
We're
got
gonna have to wrap this up.
20 more minutes. So
we got to wrap this up.
let's move. Well, one more. All right, let me just get in. I'm on to my last 3, and I'll keep this short. Let's move to the Packers. The Packers traded up for this pick in Jordan Love, quarterback from Utah State. I don't know. I don't think it was a bad move.
Yeah.
People are saying why.
Jordan Love is
eventually you're gonna have to get a quarterback who can come in and replace Aaron Rodgers. To get a young quarterback, he was only a junior. Yeah. To get a young quarterback who could come in and work with the Packers, and by the time he comes in to play, what is he? Is he 21 right now? By the time he comes in, he could be 28. Let's say Aaron Rodgers goes for another 6 years.
How old is Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is in his early 30s.
Hey, Google. How old is Aaron Rodgers?
Dude, you can hear.
Aaron Rodgers is 36 years old.
Okay, he's mid-30s.
I knew it.
Okay, if Aaron Rodgers has a Brett Favre career, he plays for another 6 years till he's 42. That would make this kid 26, coming in, having played and on a good Packers team. They develop quarterbacks really well. I do think that this was a good pick. He's a confident passer. He's athletic, even out of the pocket, and he throws absolute dimes. The one thing that he's going to need to work with that Aaron Rodgers, I think, can mentor him to help him with is he struggles with zone reads, and he needs to learn how to control the safeties with his eyes. And then other than that, really, he just needs to – it's receiving work. It's receiving work off snaps, and it's just he has a long windup. I get that can mean something.
Is Tasty Poppy guy? Utah
State? Are you seeing that too?
This is epic. This is absolutely epic. Please come back next week and keep doing this.
Blake, did you know that Utah State scored more against LSU than A&M?
Blake, you're lagging out, but did you know that Utah State scored more against LSU than A&M?
Oh, that hurts, man.
It does. In fact, he's just stuck. Like, he's just frozen. He has nothing to say.
Yeah,
all right, well.
Beautiful.
That is. Oh, he's back. Okay. So moving on. Let's move on to Tennessee.
We're about to have to wrap this up.
Yeah. No, we're gonna wrap it up real fast, but let's move on. I got the last 2 guys that I wanted to cover. Isaiah Wilson is a tackle from Georgia. He went to the Tennessee Titans. I'm a Titans fan, so I'm biased this, but this is an amazing pick. All right, when you think about it, Tennessee needs guys that can push around defenders and protect the quarterback. Because we have great threats on the outside for wide receivers, and we have the best running back in the league. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You cannot tell me that we don't have the best running back in the league. So Isaiah Wilson, he's a great gap creator. His pass protection is only continuing to get better. It only continued to get better at Georgia. Now the concern is he only played 2 years of college football, and his footwork still needs some working on, and he struggles with certain types of blocks that defenders, certain types of blocks to, combat defenders. But other than that, Mike Vrabel does a good job of hiring coaching staffs that can develop players. And our line last year was absolutely amazing. Derrick Henry, yes, is amazing, but Derrick Henry would not have gotten the yards he had gotten if our line was not there to create gaps. This is just adding. This is
exactly. It's like Ezekiel Elliott at Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott has no help.
He has. Yeah. What do you mean he has no help? He would not be the player he is if the offensive line was not there to create.
Yeah,
gaps.
And
I don't care how big he is. I'm a Cowboys fan.
You are?
So, so I don't know. I don't care how big he is, but still, I don't care how big he is. He's not going to be able to make it through the other team's defensive line without our offensive line. He's not that great. Derrick Henry, I think, is better than Ezekiel Elliott.
I said this to my friend when Tennessee's season was over. I said, remember all that hype about Zeke at the beginning of the season? Yeah, Derrick Henry came in and was like, who's that guy? I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. I think I personally think that it was a very good pick. All right, the last pick, Clyde Edwards-Helaire went to the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's all I'm going to say about that. Then we can wrap this up because I want to go eat dinner, and we've been going for about 45 minutes now. All right, here's all I have to say. Clyde Edwards-Helaire went to Kansas City. All I can say is enjoy the 2020-2021 Super Bowl. All right.
Yeah. All righty. We appreciate you watching us.
No. Not actually.
Blake is the most non-sarcastic person ever.
I know.
I got to pick up my notes. So, okay. Obviously, Kansas City has Tyreek Hill, and they had a decent run game with Patrick Mahomes. You have Patrick Mahomes. You have great wide receivers. You have Travis Kelce, and now you have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think we do see the Kansas City dynasty maybe this year, next year, and I say on and off after this year, next year for the next 4 years.
Yes.
I think Kansas City is in a good position to get a couple championships with Patrick Mahomes and everyone they have, as long as they can maintain their team throughout trades and injuries and drafts.
Yes.
Anyway, Michael, are we ready to outro this thing?
I think we are.
All right, Blake.
I think we are, bro.
You're so ready to get out of here.
No,
dude, Blake is.
I thought you just got up and left.
He's
so
like, bro, I'm sick of this person commenting about A&M, bro. Like,
no.
He's like,
I know him personally. I know him personally. We have some beef.
Tasty Poppy 1 2 3 4. Please.
He lives like 5 miles away from me.
Please,
He's
really?
like,
Oh,
I got
who is that?
I got
like
absolutely roasted on
Brennan
Arkansas last week, and
That's
roasted
Brennan.
on LSU.
Yeah, Brennan. Let's
All
go,
right,
Brennan.
Blake's tired of getting. Blake's tired
Thank you,
of getting
everybody,
told
for
about
watching.
how bad.
Yes, like and subscribe, please.
Like,
Look,
subscribe, hit the notification
I just want to
bell.
show you guys something. Look, the subscribe button, it's just right there. It's right there.
Yeah.
So simple.
Look.
Just a click.
There's the like
It's
button.
free.
There's the subscribe button. It literally it doesn't cost you a
That
thing.
easy.
And every
That
week
easy.
we're just gonna continue to say it over
We're
and over.
going to try to go live at 4.
Yes. No.
Thank
you everyone for watching.
Thanks
See you
everyone for
next
watching.
week
See you
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 unless we
Live.
actually
At
go
5
live
o'clock.
on time.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we'll see, something like that. But thank you. Hit the like button. Subscribe.
subscribe again, like it,
See you
comment,
next time.
share with your friends. We'll
Yep.
see you.